Mm.
G'day everyone and welcome back to the New Zealand Sportcasting Couch. We're just here today with a weekend preview as well as a few other things that we're adding to the show that we mentioned last week. How are you going, Willie, in London?
Yeah, just after hearing that little snippet of beautiful intro music, going a lot better than I was before. But
Yeah.
yeah, no complaints on holidays over here. So yeah,
Yeah, nice.
live, laugh, loving.
Yeah, good. You'll be. I'll let you if you want introduce the new segment to the show. Do you want to start with that? Give a bit of a
Yeah, is
shout
that
out.
the segment sponsored by We'll Take Physio, where you go for your fingering needs and Nelson.
Yeah,
Whether it's one, two, or three fingers, he'll help you out. Able
yeah,
to. So yeah, get to the bottom of all your bodily issues. So and that was for our top five performers of the week across any leagues that we
mm,
watch.
yeah.
Yeah,
So top
kind of
five. A top five individual performances,
end
eh?
of yeah,
Sweet
yeah,
as. Yeah, so this is yeah, new segment sponsored by the Take Physio Clinic in Nelson.
yeah.
We'll just run through that. Would you like to start with number five, or would you like me to go first?
Yeah, I haven't done them in order, but I've
Okay.
just got them down there. I think one of mine would have been Joseph Sirleaf. I think he was quite
Mm,
massive for the Waratahs and their victory
yeah,
over the Chiefs. Yeah,
mm,
massive game over 100 meters, try,
yeah,
offloads, couple try assists. Pretty hard to argue with his work. Ugh, had a
yeah,
stroke.
yeah. No,
It's good, eh?
that is bad. Especially with
Yeah,
this segment. Yeah. Well, I've got him in my top five too. Incredible that the no New Zealand team has won an Aussie yet. Eh? It's actually
yeah,
fucking crazy.
yeah,
And I thought this would be the game where that finally ended as good as the Tars have been at home. But obviously had that shocking trip to New Zealand. But then they just go back home and look like the best team in the comp. So,
yeah.
but yeah, he was massive. He was actually bullying the Chiefs. So, yeah, he was in my top five too.
For my second, I've actually already broken the rules of it, and I've actually just gone for the Drua wingers. I
Mm,
just love the Drua wingers. Both ran for over 100 meters.
yeah,
Fucking my Ponipati Logan Masi,
yeah,
lovely individual try, probably try of the week. Or although
mm,
those Aussie commentators quite like that Waratahs one with all
yeah,
the offloads. But yeah, for me, just love their work. So
mm,
thought I'd give them a shout out.
yeah. No, well that's alright because I've broken the rules potentially here too, but we'll have to get some feedback from sponsor.
Mm.
But I've got a coach as well in my top five, so I'll speak on that now.
Okay.
I've actually
Yeah.
gone Benji Marshall, the coach,
Yeah. Well.
and I just think that's because of how good the Tigers have looked this year. I mean, he's probably had them looking. He's got them looking the best they've looked in a good 8 years, 7 years maybe. I reckon.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Madge didn't even have them ever looking this good. They had little periods. Nor did Sheensy when he came back and tried to help. Who else have they had coaching in the last wee while?
Yeah. Fuck. It's too hard to keep tabs on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think, yeah, I just think that um, he's he's got them looking defensively like the best they've looked. It's early in the year, but they
Yeah.
actually look like a team that could make the top eight, and he's done it pretty quickly. Like last year was his first year in there, and he
Yeah.
had a fucking reserve grade roster if ever there was one. But
Mm.
that win at Newcastle, like Newcastle, not a good team, but it's one of those real nasty venues to go and play, and they
Yeah.
just looked
Yeah.
like they were just fucking bullying them the whole time. So I just think
Yeah. No,
very
that
impressed with what he's done down in
easily.
Tiger Town.
I think the score flattered the Knights as well. That easily could
Yeah,
have been like a 30-40 to nil.
yeah,
Obviously they got that late try there, but no, completely agree with you there. I think
mm,
from where they've come from, it's pretty incredible.
yeah,
Uh, Third, I've gone for a leaguey, Dylan Egan from the Dragons. Just a young up and comer. Just the epitome of a tough Aussie bloke. Not many people would have heard too much from him. I think it's probably his third game, first start. Made 47 tackles, 120 metres, got a try, offload, all that jazz. He was just an absolute beast. So, yeah, cracked him in.
Yeah, nah, nice. He was awesome, eh? And even
Yeah,
last night,
yeah,
in the game against
yeah,
Manly, not as good, but still, he
yeah.
looks like he's going to be a pretty good young player. Bit
Like,
of a
yeah,
weapon. Um, all right, I'll go to one of my leagues then. You'll like this, Joe Tarpany. I've gone Joe
yeah,
Tarpany. The form he's in, incredible. I just think the Raiders have been one of the almost like the quiet achievers so far this season, and I think like their pack is incredible. They've arguably got the best pack in the comp, but I think
yeah,
he looks like he's on another level too, just
yeah,
leading that. And I think there's a lot of talk at the moment because of Payne Haas's first 4 or 5 rounds about how he's the best, front row in the game and all this, and Terrell May's obviously getting a lot of talk as well. But I feel like
yeah,
Tarpany's right there with those two. Like he looks like he can get an offload away
yeah.
every carry. He's just bullying
100%.
everyone, playing huge minutes. So
I
if he
think
keeps going like that,
those, yeah, those
yeah,
other two kind of stat pad a bit as well by
yeah,
playing bigger minutes, but
yeah,
like the impact when Tapani's on, you can fucking see it. Like that
yeah,
try just going straight through the ruck, the offload that he got from fucking Matthew
yeah,
Nicholson, the Pom.
yeah, yeah,
For his try was
yeah,
incredible as well. Like, yeah, no, he's an
yeah.
absolute weapon.
It's just like it's just the late footwork, and he almost
Yeah,
just moves. He's moving better than he always has moved well, but I reckon he's almost looking even more agile, and he's just so hard to put to ground. So yeah, no, I
yeah,
reckon he's been fucking huge for them, other
yeah.
than being suspended.
Nah,
Those two.
yeah, for my next one, well, I actually had two Raiders that I thought you might take. I thought you might take him, so I've gone for Hudson Young.
Yeah,
Just this
yeah,
guy after his incident in Vegas is honestly, it's like he needed that to turn the cogs in his head, and like he just enjoyed being treated like shit for a little bit because fuck,
mm,
this guy's been incredible this year, and if he's not in Origin for New South Wales, somewhere that
mm,
fuck, God knows. Like, I mean, obviously they do have very good back rows, but gee, fuck, he's putting his hand up for it.
yeah. He's nuts. He's actually just a walking try. He's like the Carlos
Yeah,
Lozano of the fucking NRL for try.
yeah,
Just
absolutely. Just scores every week.
yeah, just can't explain it. You think he's not going to get one week because he can't
Yeah,
keep scoring and he just get a double. Like he
yeah.
could end up being top try scorer for the season. Imagine it.
No, absolutely. Yeah, he just scores in so many ways. Like he's
Yeah,
either support, like he can be a support fucking player. Like when you think
yeah,
the fullback's going to be chasing up the middle, oh no shit, it's just Hudson Young,
yeah,
fucking hell. Or he can just crash straight through, running good lines. Like yeah, no,
yeah.
he's a fucking good player to watch at the moment.
I don't even reckon. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I always just think of him as a pom. Do you think of him as a
Yeah,
pom?
no, 100%. I think
He
it's
just
like
seems
blonde hair, and just because he's
yeah.
a cunt as well.
And he's at the Raiders,
Yeah, yeah,
his name's Hudson Young. It just sounds like a
yeah,
pom. I was
yeah,
shocked when they were talking about him for Origin a few years ago before he actually
yeah,
played
yeah,
for them finally. I was like, is this guy not a pom? He's just fucking
yeah,
everything about him seems like he's
yeah.
straight out of fucking
And the Raiders mold as well, where they just
yeah.
fucking cherry
That's it.
pick every single palm all time. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. All right, and then my next one, gone Corbin Piper. Just shout out to the Knicks in a pretty tough year. I just think this guy is just like he's in that cult hero figure. So, um, people compare him to Ben Siggy. This guy plays every position, just bullies people, scores goals for fun. I was going to say like a similar mold to a Charlie Gubb, but this one's quite good at football, whereas Charlie Gubb was never really very good at rugby league. So
yeah, yeah,
I think that mold of person where they're just so easy to get behind and they're
yeah,
just 110%. So, in a
yeah,
fucking shit year, I'm going to give him a shout out because was it last, not, yeah, last week he got another goal in that loss against the Victory, and he just fucking works his ass off. So I'm a fan. Eh?
yeah. Nice, nice.
Similar
You
footballer
always
to yourself,
appreciate.
just a
Oh,
fucking workhorse.
shit, he won't like that
Very
comparison
correct.
then. He won't like that comparison. Fuck. Um, damn. So sorry for that, Corbin, to ruin your rep. My last one here, gone for a different kind of approach, gone for an IPL player, that's
Oh
a
yeah.
black cap, one of the favourites on the show, Mitchell Santner. Just from his two
Mm.
games from the week, he's fucking had amazing performances. He's in one game, he didn't bat and he bowled and got 2 for 43, which is just beautiful economy rate.
Yeah.
Really got to appreciate that. And then the other game, he faced one ball and obviously it was a dot just because he actually can't hit the
Like he
fucking
does.
ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in World Cup finals, he's pretty good like that. And when they were bowling, he only bowled one over for eight. So
That's not
that's
great.
really what you want to use your import slot on is just a bowler that you don't even want to bowl. So
Yeah.
shout out to Mitchell Santner there for just being one of the greats. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Well, I didn't do a piss take one, so I'll have to think of one for next week. Because he's clearly a piss take across the board. My last one was with that 2 for 43. That's actually good stats for him though. That's
Yeah,
actually really
that's
good.
and then one over for eight. He's actually
Yeah, that's good
he's dropped
economy
his
there.
economy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's tying down an end there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my last one was Noah Lolosio.
Yeah.
I just thought he was pretty just steady the shit well, nothing crazy, but just thought it was one of his best games I've seen in a while, and that was a fucking big win up in Brisbane against the Reds,
Yeah.
who have looked like one of the best teams in the comp and even better at home. So yeah, I think that was a real statement win by the Brumbies, and I think the crazy thing is all four of those Aussie teams are good, eh? Like they're actually really
Yeah.
good. Like
Fuck
Tars are
yeah.
probably the worst, yet they don't
Yeah.
look like losing a game at home. So
No, no.
it's pretty fucking. It's interesting, eh? Because like the Force are incredibly scary. No one's playing them and is confident.
No.
So yeah, but I think the
Fortress over there
Brumbies
as
that
well.
win
Yeah.
almost that almost propels them, I reckon, as the best team again, maybe in Australia. But the
Yeah.
margin between all four is nothing. So
Yeah.
yeah. Alrighty, should we rip into a bit of a weekend preview then?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
You don't want to speak on a Noah Lolosio?
No, no. I agree with you. The massive fucking win up there.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, 100%. He was bloody good.
Alrighty, A League. We'll start with A League as usual. So last
Yeah.
night, I don't think either of us would have picked this, but Brisbane beat Western United.
Yeah.
The A League is just so shit quality this year, which is a real shame. Because I think Auckland wouldn't have done this well in any other season, but you wouldn't be able to tell their fans that because they haven't followed the league any season prior, so they wouldn't know. Um,
No.
or they were Phoenix fans, of course, and then they just
Mm.
changed teams like complete flogs. But anyway,
Yeah.
tonight Adelaide at home to the Knicks. What do you reckon there?
Tough one. Adelaide not in good form, but
No.
probably gonna go for a draw. Um,
Yeah.
just away from home.
Mm.
If we're at home, could maybe
Yeah, I reckon we're
see us
fucking
getting
right.
something there, but just
Yeah.
just because it's away.
Mm. Yeah, fuck, I don't know about this one. This is a real tough one because they are fucking shit right now, Adelaide.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we still like we lost last week, but we've had weird games. Like our form's a lot better. We're playing a lot more attacking football. The goals
mm,
we conceded last week were super soft, but we played good football. Before that, we were three unbeaten. Fuck,
yeah,
I can almost see a world in which we grab this, eh?
yeah,
Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna back us. I reckon we'll sneak that one.
yep,
They've lost it completely, I reckon. And we've got nothing to lose. So,
yeah.
um, victory at home to Auckland on Saturday night.
Victory. Yeah,
Yeah.
victory minus 5 goal start.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely need victory to make it interesting. I think Sydney, don't know if you saw, but Sydney were up 2-0 pretty early on against Auckland last week and then
yeah,
fucking bottled it. It was a 2-all draw. But victory are a better side than Sydney. So I think, yeah, victory at home. Um, and they've got, yeah, I think they'll get that one.
yeah.
And then Western Sydney at home to Melbourne City.
Fuck, that's a big game, isn't it? But just
Yeah.
yeah, got to back the air shows. Got to back the air shows.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Okay.
hard not to.
Yeah,
Um, the fact, because obviously everyone needs Melbourne City to win to keep the pressure on Auckland.
yeah,
But I can't see them winning there. I think maybe a draw. But
yeah,
Western Sydney, if I had to, if I had to make a call on who will win the actual A League this year, I think it'll be Western Sydney, like the final series. They've
yeah,
just completely turned it around, and their attack is just insane. So,
yeah,
um, yeah, I reckon they could. They're one of those teams that could finish fifth and win the comp.
yeah,
Um, but for the sake of the regular season and
yeah.
minor
You want
premiership,
the
not that
yeah,
they matter, because as Hurricanes and Wellington Lions fans, we've won probably about
yeah,
40 minor premierships in our life. Not that anyone
yeah.
really.
Exactly. But could
Um,
definitely do without Auckland winning a minor premiership, a place in
yeah,
their first season though. Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So
don't need that.
hopefully Melbourne City, but I'll go draw.
Yeah,
And then Sydney at home to Newcastle on Sunday.
Sydney there, only 'cause it's at home.
Yeah. Fuck, did you see the
No,
F3
give them a
Derby
nod
score
on it.
last week?
No, what
Insane.
was it?
6-0 to Newcastle.
Oh,
It was
shit.
their first F3 Derby win in good few years, and yeah, they won
Yeah, yeah,
6-0. The league's
yeah.
cooked. Um, Mariners at home to MacArthur.
Uh, Draw. I'll go for a draw on that one.
Uh,
Mm,
I'll go MacArthur.
McCarthy, yeah.
Draw's not a bad shout because yeah,
Yeah,
Mariners bounce back. And then the next Tuesday,
yeah.
Brisbane at home to Adelaide. Fucking shit game.
Yeah. Adelaide. Adelaide in that one.
Fuck, I'm gonna go
I don't
Brisbane
know.
home.
Brisbane there? Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm off Adelaide. Alrighty.
Fair enough.
And then we'll go to the Super Rugby.
Yeah.
Next year, our try scorers for Super Rugby too.
Yeah.
Good to find
Absolutely.
out. All right, tonight
Yeah.
we got the Crusaders at home to the Blues.
Crusaders there. Gonna go for Crusaders and gonna go for David Havili.
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely Crusaders. For me.
Yeah.
And I will go. I'll go that. Fuck. I was gonna go the hooker, but he got a couple last
Yeah.
week, so I'm not gonna do that actually. I'll go. I'll just go Will Jordan. I don't think he scored for a few weeks, so. Or Sevu Reece like hat trick because he fucking hates the Blues. Sevu Reece.
Yeah.
He always scores a
Yeah,
shitload.
he does actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
the wingers on both teams always score in this game.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Sevu Reece for a double or Will Jordan for a singular.
Yeah.
Um, the Drew are at home to the Tars.
Just only because the Tars can't travel and the Drua at home, different beast. Gonna go for Drua to win and
Yeah,
gonna back my fan favorite Logane Marcy on the wing. Just so
yeah. No,
good,
I
such a
knew
good
you were gonna
winger.
go for Long and a Marcy.
Oh, oh,
Um,
cheers.
he's a good player.
Yeah.
Um, at least with the ball in hand. Tars are resting. Nah,
Oh,
he isn't. He's
cheers.
actually not that bad. Um,
Yeah.
Tars are resting a few of their Wallabies too, which I. Um, but yeah, so I'll go Fiji and Drua as well at home, and
Nice.
I'll go similar. I'll go this most similar name to the one you've picked. So I'll go Yosefo Marcy
Oh,
instead of
okay.
Long Marcy.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
yeah.
No,
All
I
right,
see
and
what you
then
did there. That's good.
yeah, he hasn't scored many this year either. Yosefo Marcy. Previous years he's been
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Um, and then we've got game after that, Moana Pacifica against the Brumbies.
Yeah, gonna go for the Brumbucks in that one.
Yeah,
As much as the minor Pacifica
yeah,
are on the up. Yeah, especially after the
mm,
Brumbies game last week. I think they really put the doubts out of my mind on like how strong they really are. So
yeah,
yeah, Brumbies there, and I'll go for a miracle Failangi there.
yeah,
Just he scores fucking tries, doesn't he?
yeah. It's like I think there's
So
a chant in the Moana Pacifica Fever section at the moment, and it goes, "He scores when he wants, he scores when he wants." Miracle Failangi, he scores when he wants. Yeah, have you heard that one?
can't say
Um,
Fitch.
yeah. You need to go to a game.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it, yeah. I'll
So
have to
yeah,
fly back for just to hear
I was
that.
thinking about him. I was thinking about doing him, but you've done him.
Yeah,
So I'll take
yeah,
Brumbies too. I think
yeah,
without Artie too, that kind of their pack could well get bullied.
yeah.
Um, and I'll go Billy Pollard, who's a walking
Yeah, I was
try.
gonna say, yeah, you're gonna go for Michael Pollard to get fucking two.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking their bloody maul is gonna have a field day on
The
um,
disgrace, yeah.
more on a buzzy for go. Yeah, so that'll be good. And then after
Yeah.
that you've got Chiefs Highlanders in
Mm.
Hamilton.
Yeah, well, hard to think that the Chiefs won't bounce back after last week. And for try scorer, gonna go for friend of the show, Sean Stevenson.
Yeah,
Just yeah, just
yeah,
I think it's probably fitting as well backing him in a Highlanders game, considering
yeah,
chased
yeah,
him round Dunedin on a flat party one
yeah,
time,
yeah.
really scaring the shit out of him, eh?
Yeah, you treated him poorly, yeah, and that's a
Yeah,
story for another podcast. We might even
yeah,
get him on,
exactly.
but yeah, Willie in London, not Sean Stevenson's favourite clientele.
Yeah,
Um,
no, absolutely not. Demons.
yeah, yeah, no, I'll go Chiefs too, and then I'll take I'll take. Fuck, I haven't even checked the lineup. I assume Rafi's
Mm,
starting. If not, it'll be Rowe. I'll take whichever halfback starting in that one.
yeah, yeah,
And then my Demons game after that, Western Force at home to the Canes.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
fuck, I don't think
This is
I've. Yeah,
full fucking demons here. I don't. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the other side of the table there. Like
yeah,
that's. But going back to Canes and
yeah,
but fucking hell. And
yeah,
this one to me, if you want a safe bet, this just screams overs. Like probably over 80 points in this game. And
yeah,
instead of a try score, I'm actually going to just do a multi, which is
yeah,
just a fucking lock, but it's probably paying $1.60
yeah,
for Cam Roigard and Carlo Dezzano to both score.
yeah, yeah. I like that. Same gamer. Um,
Yeah.
I yeah, fuck. This game is tough. Like, I like how Hoyp has been dropped. I like how Higgins and Billy Proctor are back.
Yeah.
Um, so I think the Canes will win this because and finally a New Zealand team's due to win an Aussie.
Yeah.
Two, if the Canes don't win this, they're cooked. And I think their team is genuinely biased aside. I think their team is too good to be out of it this early. Like I
Yeah.
think the Canes should still make the six this year. Um, so yeah, a few just desperation factors.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a game where Tizano doesn't score? Surely it has to be. There has to be one. Ah, please.
No.
Um, yeah, so
I
I mean,
don't see it
obviously he
happening.
will. I'll say my try scorer for today will be Fihi Fingianganofo, one of the greats, having a start on the left flank there. So um,
Nice.
yeah, he'll score
Yeah.
tomorrow. So and then yeah, so to the NRL. Just on the
Yeah.
NRL, again with us recording this on the Friday, being a little bit unorganised this week.
Yeah.
What would have you done last night, if you don't mind me asking, in the Dragons 2-point win over Manly at Brookie?
I was really fucking umming and ahhing, but I
Yeah,
would have leaned Manly way only because of one at Brookie.
yeah,
Um, two, I heard a stat that Dragons really fucking suck on Thursday nights for some reason. So I
yeah,
was gonna go against that. But then at the same time, I wouldn't have been surprised at all if the Dragons won,
yeah, yeah,
which they did, just because they are
yeah,
just such a niggly team. Um,
mm,
yeah, fuck. Honestly, I would have said Manly, but not surprised if the Dragons won.
yeah. Yeah, so this is one of those ones where you pretty much just pick the home team, I reckon. Like, couldn't
Yeah,
fucking pick it, couldn't split them. They're pretty much the exact same level. Dragons probably a little bit better, but Manly being at home, yeah. The reason I ask is because I actually picked Manly by 1 point, so I thought it was going to be
yeah,
like I couldn't split them. I just thought Manly at
yeah.
home,
Nice.
DCE field goal or something. But
Yeah, yeah.
for those of you that
It was
haven't
pretty
seen that,
fucking close. Yeah,
yeah. And again, there was the try that Brooks had disallowed late and stuff. So
yeah.
really could have gone
There's
either
a
way that
couple of
one.
things as well, like
Yeah,
they were unlucky to lose fucking Trbojevic, like so early on in the game with the HIA.
mm,
Um, and then bloody they only had two fucking big bodies on the bench, and
yeah,
they had a hooker and a fucking outside back, so that kind
yeah,
of absolutely fucked them. And then
yeah.
yeah,
I do think the Dragons deserve to win though. I think they're the better
yeah. Oh
team.
no, definitely.
And
Manly
you,
was
yeah,
fuck. It was a shocker of a game though. The amount of
yeah,
errors from both teams was like
yeah,
fucking hell. Can you guys just hold on to the ball here for like a set, so I don't have
yeah,
a stroke. Like it was really
100%.
hurting the brain, but fuck.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you'd be a fan of Toby Couch goat's work
yeah.
through the tackles.
He's a weapon. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just likes tackles.
yeah.
I might just, if you don't mind, look, we're going to take a little 1 second break in the show because I've just got to chuck my laptop on the charger. Is that all good with you?
Yeah, no, of course.
but I'm not wearing anything on my downstairs, so it's gonna have to be a slow maneuver. We're not that sort of show.
Just yet.
All right, sweet. Couldn't have
Nice.
couldn't have our clientele saying things that they don't want to say. Am I still
Probably
with
wouldn't
you?
have fit in the camera, would it?
Oh, no comment. Um, Alrighty, so the game's tonight.
Yeah, game
Doggies,
of the round, first one.
yeah, doggies, bunnies. First up, thoughts?
Uh, I'm actually, as much
I
as
fucking knew
the
you were going to.
dogs,
I fucking knew you
as
were
much,
going to.
no, as much as the dogs
Yeah,
have impressed this year, I'm
yeah,
going to go for the rabbits purely because one, it's like the classic Easter game. Two, last year the rabbits were in a fucking similar position, but they were even shitter and they still won.
mm,
And three, they have got a lot of players back. They've got Campbell Graham on the wing, obviously,
mm,
but like Ewan Aitken, like all this Cody Walker's back. So I don't know. There's just something about them. I'm
yeah,
gonna go rabbits in this one, and
yeah,
try scorer gonna go for Koloamatangi.
yeah. Nice.
Oh, and sorry, last point as well is that it's the classic stat that by round seven,
Yeah,
every team is won one, lost one.
yeah,
It fucking always seems to happen. So,
yeah,
and the Bulldogs obviously undefeated. So I don't know.
yeah. I understand. I thought you'd do this, and I know because of the logic and the fact they haven't lost the game and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
I like that you've done that. I will take the doggies. I just think they're playing real good rugby league, and my favourite player, Leb Kiraz, is back. So
yeah. It was good last week. Fuck, he was an
yeah,
offloading
yeah, true.
merchant
So
last
big
week.
buy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
um, yeah, I like him, and I'll take him for a try too. But it'll be close. I understand. I
Live.
understand. Yeah, I understand why people will be backing the bunnies here. It'll be a good game, but no, I think
Yeah,
with the big SJ community behind them tonight, they'll get up.
yeah.
And then later, Dolphins Storm.
Uh, Gonna go Storm in that one. Fuck, they just look a class above.
Yeah,
They just they just toy with you and just they just put like fucking little bursts on against you and you can't like you could
mm.
be in the game and they'll have 10 minutes and you've fucking conceded three tries and you're out of it. So
It's
like yeah,
it's
it's
that's weird,
it's
eh?
fucked.
I was pretty. As you know, I picked the Warriors last week, and I was
Yeah,
pretty optimistic. But it just the Warriors, if we can talk on them for a bit, they have a mental
yeah,
block. They do have a mental block against the Storm. Eh? It was
yeah.
fucking like watching a reserve grade team playing NRL
To be
side last
fair, if you ask the Storm what were the perfect conditions for the way
year.
they play, it's Sunday afternoon, sunny, dry
Yeah,
track. Like
yeah,
they were all. It wouldn't have mattered who was in front of them. Like it
yeah,
was going to be a fucking massive blowout. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to
No,
read too much into it for the Warriors. But
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, did you have a try score in that Dolphins Storm game?
yeah. I'm actually gonna go for a double ender here and go for Herbie
Yeah,
Farnworth. The cunt
yeah,
is so greedy and
yeah,
he's trying so hard to get a try. He is
yeah. He
fucking
is.
due. So like.
Yeah.
He's just yeah. I'm gonna go for him.
I love Herbie. Eh? Um, Storm will win that, of course. My try scorer, I'll go. I'll go. Asafa Solomon is back. Eh, I'll go him.
Nice.
I think he's back. So if he's playing, I'll go him
Yeah.
through the middle. Do one of his
Up the
bully ones.
guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then Saturday. This will be a good game, I think. So Warriors at home to Broncos. First up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, coughing the Broncos off a loss doesn't fill me with heaps of confidence.
Mm,
Even though we had a loss as well, but
yeah.
losing Fisher Harris as well. I just think the Broncos will probably be slightly too good for us. And I'll go with the Stags try scorer.
Mm. Yeah,
Dip the
it's hard.
toe in.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
go us. I'll go us. We fucking got at home, mate. There's something about us at home.
Yeah.
Fish is a big loss.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Yeah, fuck, I'll back us somehow.
Yeah. Nice.
And I'll go I'll go Leka Halasima if you don't mind, starting on the
Yeah.
edge.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not against that.
yeah.
2-2.
He's just the goat.
Yeah.
And then Roosters Penrith, the wooden spoon clash after
Yeah.
that.
Fuck. This is so tough to pick. Like,
Mm.
it, it just has to be Penrith, doesn't it? Like, they
Yeah.
just have to fucking get a win.
Oh, I know.
Um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, the edges are just leaky state houses from the absolute epicenter of fucking Cannons Creek right now. They're
Mm.
just they're absolute shockers on the edges. But so I will back Penrith. I just think Cleary's kicking game
Yeah.
could be the difference, even though that young Savala actually had a very nice kicking game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to back Marky Mark to score.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go Penrith too. I think same kind of logic as you. I just think they've got to start winning games surely.
Yeah,
And Roosters aren't a
they
good
haven't
side.
won a game in Australia.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's because they look quite good in round one, eh?
Yeah,
Against
they
Cronulla.
looked really good. Well, decent. Yeah.
Fucking weird, eh? I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll go them, and I'll go Cleary to score. I think he's just gonna have to try and take the game by the scruff of the neck and just fucking
Yeah.
and just bully them. So yeah,
Yeah.
this will be another good one. Titans Raiders. Titans at home Sunday. I think this is probably the battle between the two best packs in the comp, isn't it?
I think so. I think so. On paper, anyway.
Yeah,
Fuck. Honestly, I really want to go Raiders here, but it's just
yeah,
something about the Titans are just such a like Warriors of old, like shit week the one before. They'll just
yeah,
come out this week and just blow them off the fucking park somehow.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'll go Titans that one, but I'm gonna back Hudson Young to score.
Yeah, nice. This fucking hot take you got there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's hard. I think I'll go Titans too. Same sort of reason.
Yeah.
Um, that's a classic game of where you just punt the home team.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Fafita out, but he wasn't really doing anything till last week anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
Titans. And I'll go AJ Brimson to continue his little try scoring run. He looks quite good the last few weeks. So
Yeah.
and then Night Sharks and Newcastle.
Fuck. That
Yeah,
Sharks, that just screams of a Sharks by 50 kind of game.
yeah,
Even though the Sharks aren't that great at the moment, the fucking Knights are abysmal.
yeah,
Yeah, not much more you can say. And try scorer, it's back row, whether it's Britt and Nicker,
yeah.
just really
Yeah,
venturing out there. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I'll take Sharkies too, of course. Knights are terrible. Um, and I'll go Trindle for a try.
Yeah.
In that one. And then last one is Tigers at home to the Eels. That's the Easter Monday game. The
Yeah.
Lockheed Galvin Shield, I think they're playing
Yeah.
for.
The
Um,
Lockie Golden Shield.
yeah, Tigers. You
Uh,
reckon?
yeah, I still rate the Tigers there. I
Yeah.
don't reckon they actually lose too much with Dewey in the halves. I reckon
Nah.
they just get a good kicking game out of it.
Yeah. Dewey's awesome.
And Luai will just be more of a pest. Like,
Yeah.
actually, as good as Galvin goes, I reckon it probably gives the halves a bit more stability. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Mm.
and I'm gonna go for Stafford Toa.
Yeah.
He's been fucking incredible so
Fucking
far.
nuts, eh?
So
Yeah.
hard to tackle. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
back the star boy.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. He's awesome, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Tigers for me. And I'll go Jareem out the back. Jareem Bullet to score.
yeah, the
Um,
dream.
yeah. Nice. All right. So that's all the sport we're going to preview, I believe. Don't think
Yeah,
there's too much else on, is there?
no, that's pretty much it.
Nothing
Would you
about New
like
Zealand NBL. We haven't been previewing that, but
Yeah, no, we can probably stay away from that for
bit too
now.
amateur.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. What were you going to say? Sorry, did you have a scenario?
Yeah, got a quick scenario for you, just a real
Yeah. Nice.
topical, just the weekend that was one. Would you rather be Jonathan Thurston approaching Spencer Lindy for a post-match interview, or
Yeah.
would you rather be Benji Marshall and copying a spray from Lachlan Galvin and his manager about seven things
Yeah.
that they hate about him.
Very good current affairs scenario there. I'll go. I think I'd rather. I think I'd rather be JT Thurston having a bit of a Spencer Leniu approaching me.
Yeah.
Because I think Spencer Leniu. I think at least I don't mind, a bit of confrontation in the face-to-face department. That's all right. You can
Mm.
cop that. But I think like the Lockie Galvin, he's a little snake in the grass, and just the behind closed doors comments, and I hate that. I hate that shit. So
Yeah.
I'd probably take a one outs with a Spencer Leniu if you don't mind. What would
Yeah.
you do?
I'd probably take the Benji one because I quite like now that they can just run his cutter. They can literally derail his because you know how he wants to
Yeah,
develop. That's his key thing. They can literally just run the cutter and put him in New South Wales Cup for a year and a half if they want to be pricks.
I hope they do. Eh?
I hope
Fuck, I
they
hope they
fucking
do.
do. But maybe
Well,
we can talk about that on another episode.
yeah, yeah.
We
But
can
no,
dive
yeah.
a bit deeper. But
Let
yeah,
us know what you think. New Zealand.
yeah.
But yeah, thanks for that, man. Anything else, or should we wrap up with a good preview there?
No,
Awesome.
let's wrap her up.
Let's try. All right. Thanks, New
Yeah.
Zealand.